he says a method is a self-contained block of code that does a specific job. So the button click handler is a self-contained block of code, and it does something specific, whatever you specify that it should do. In other words, it performs its own isolated task. It can be thought of as a mini program. So the button click handler that you've designed many of them, those are like little mini programs, right? Methods are thus very useful for modularizing our program. So that's a kind of common idea in programming, that we want to modularize everything. We want to make it into these little isolated tasks that will work by themselves, and they don't depend on other things too much in order to work. That's kind of programming design concept that is very popular. So they organize code into logical independent tasks, and this is helpful for reusability. So you have like a function, for example, a function. We've used what functions have we used? We've used something that converts something to an integer, or we've had formatting functions. So we can use those over and over again, right? We don't just use them one time in one place. They're very useful. So when you make a function, we didn't make functions, but somebody made the format function. Somebody made the convert to integer function, and it's very useful. We can use it many times, and that's the idea of why we make functions, so that we can use them over and over again instead of just one time. And creating reusable blocks. The idea is to be able to execute the code from anywhere in our program, so we can use the convert to integer function in many different places or anywhere in our program by calling it. By calling it just means by using it. This is also helpful for program maintenance by avoiding code duplication. So we will see that, but basically you can, if you make the convert to integer function, then you don't have to just manually convert something to an integer. You can just use that function. If we use the same code in several places in our program, any needed changes to it must be okay. So we'll see about that later, and let's go on.